We'll be talking about the concept of classroom rigor. We'll explore what it means, why it's the cornerstone of effective instruction, and how we can achieve it with precision. Whether you're an educator, a student, or simply an enthusiast of learning, stay with us as we embark on this enlightening journey. Welcome to episode 158 of the Teacher Rockstar podcast, a place where tips and strategies critical to the new teacher are discussed. We share the latest educational research and best practices so that the new teacher can be better equipped for a successful classroom experience. I'm your host, Steve Hiles, and in today's episode, we're going to be talking about achieving classroom rigor. But before we get into today's topic, I do need to ask you something. Are you a brand new teacher that just graduated from college? Would you be interested in having somebody to mentor and guide you as you transition from college into the classroom? Well, if so, go to teacherclassroomresources.com/TRA mentorship to learn more about the program. Okay, now I have some important news for you. First and foremost, if you enjoy our podcast and want to stay connected with us, there are now even more ways to do so. You could find us on several popular podcast platforms, such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Chrome, iHeartRadio, and a host of other platforms. But that's not all. We know many of you enjoy more than just the audio experience. For additional videos, behind the scenes content, and to connect with me and the rest of our community, make sure to follow us on YouTube. You can find us by typing at Teacher Rockstar in the search bar, hit that subscribe button, and join in on the fun. Remember, we love hearing from you. Your feedback, questions, and comments are invaluable to us, and we're committed to bringing you the best content possible, so don't hesitate to reach out through your preferred platform, whether it's leaving a review, sending us a message, or connecting with us on YouTube. Now, to begin with, let's unpack the very essence of classroom rigor. What is it, and why is it so fundamental in the realm of education? Classroom rigor signifies the degree of challenge, intellectual engagement, and academic demand within the learning environment. It's about setting high expectations, nurturing critical thinking, and inspiring students to unlock their full potential. In essence, it's the key to bridging the gap between the classroom and the real world. But why is classroom rigor essential? It goes far beyond academic achievement. Rigor is the crucible in which students not only acquire knowledge, but also develop critical life skills. These skills include problem solving, effective communication, resilience, and adaptability. Rigorous classrooms prepare students to face the complexities and uncertainties of the ever-evolving world. How can we, as educators and learners, achieve classroom rigor? Let's explore some pivotal strategies, okay? I'm going to be sharing several of them with you. The first one is high expectations. One of the primary tenets of classroom rigor is the establishment of high expectations. Educators should set clear, ambitious academic goals for their students. These expectations should be conveyed consistently and effectively, inspiring students to aim high and fostering a culture of excellence. Number two, challenging content. Rigorous content isn't about overwhelming students with information. I want to be very clear about that, okay? Rigorous content isn't about overwhelming students with a bunch of information. It's about crafting a learning experience that is intellectually stimulating and relevant to students' lives. Rigor often emerges when students are encouraged to explore topics deeply, connecting theoretical knowledge to real-world applications. Okay, moving on to point three, critical thinking. The heart of classroom rigor is nurturing critical thinking. This can be achieved by creating an environment where students feel safe to ask questions, express their ideas, and explore various solutions. It's about providing opportunities for students to develop their analytical and problem-solving skills by engaging with complex and multifaceted issues. And point number four, supportive environment. Now, this is extremely important here. A supportive classroom environment is one where students are encouraged to take risks, learn from their mistakes, and continuously improve. Teachers play a pivotal role in providing guidance, constructive feedback, and resources to help students navigate challenges, ultimately fostering a growth mindset. Okay, now let's dive deeper into these strategies to understand how they contribute to the realization of classroom rigor. Okay, now, high expectations. Let's start with that one. Setting high expectations is not solely about demanding more from your students, but about believing in their potential to meet those expectations. It involves clearly defining learning objectives, assessing students' prior knowledge, and continuously motivating them to exceed their perceived limits. High expectations sets the tone for a culture of excellence and achievement. Okay, moving on to challenging content. Now, rigorous content is about quality, not quantity. All right, it involves crafting lessons that are thought-provoking, engaging, and connected to students' real lives. To achieve this, educators should challenge students to explore topics deeply, encouraging critical analysis and thoughtful reflection. Rigorous content stimulates students' intellectual curiosity and creates a hunger for learning. Moving on to critical thinking. The nurturing of critical thinking is at the heart of classroom rigor. It's about creating an environment that promotes inquisitiveness and independent thought. This can be achieved through open-ended questions, engaging debates, and guiding students through the process of inquiry. When students are encouraged to think critically, they become active participants in their learning journey, equipped with the tools to tackle complex problems. And lastly, supportive environment. A supportive classroom environment is the scaffold that enables students to strive for rigor. It is essential to create a culture where students are not afraid to make mistakes, as these are viewed as valuable learning opportunities. Teachers must offer resources, guidance, and constructive feedback to assist students in their academic journey. In a supportive environment, students are empowered to overcome challenges, develop resilience, and build a growth mindset. And that, my friend, is what it's all about. So I'm going to conclude by saying that classroom rigor is not about making education needlessly difficult or overloading students with a bunch of work. It's about creating a learning environment where students are enthusiastic about learning, challenged in a healthy way, and well prepared for the future. It's the bridge between knowledge acquisition and real-world success, fostering students' growth, nurturing critical thinking, and equipping them with the skills and attitudes they need to thrive. Classroom rigor is the key to fostering lifelong learners who are not only prepared for academic excellence, but are also resilient problem solvers and effective communicators, ready to take on the challenges of a dynamic world. Well, there you have it, my friend. We have come to the end of today's episode, and I want to thank you for joining us on this episode of the Teacher Rockstar podcast. I'm your host, Steve Hiles, and if you found our exploration of classroom rigor valuable, please subscribe, share, and leave a review. Your support keeps us motivated to bring you the best in educational insights. When you get a moment, visit my website and subscribe to my newsletter for the latest educational research, best practices, and while you're there, grab yourself our monthly freebie. Go to teacherclassroomresources.com. That's teacherclassroomresources.com. Stay tuned for our next episode as we continue our journey through the dynamic and ever-evolving world of education. Until next time, keep the passion for learning alive, and we'll see you same time, same place next week. And remember, my friend, you got this.